Hey, we got Drewz Viewz here, back with a little Anime Monday, reacting to anime on Monday. And today, of course, it's Revolutionary Girl Utena. And we're up to episode 21. We passed the halfway mark officially. Maybe last time, something like that. I don't know, but today we're talking about Vermin. What do we think about this here, Eric?
Probably rats.
Yeah.
Probably a rat motif, maybe a plague of locusts. I don't know if that counts as vermin.
Yeah,
that's what I got.
It's a far cry from our, like, some recent flowery titles, like the Song of the Lost, whatever, something. Now we just got straight Vermin.
Good point. Does this signal a change? Are we in a new chapter?
We might, because I think some people were commenting, or there was at least one comment we got. So it's been a couple of weeks since our last, since we last actually filmed. So for one thing, we got to remember what's going on. But for the other thing, we got some comments in that time. I saw at least one. I should have had these comments pulled up already, but I saw at least one that was saying something about like the Black Rose arc. So leading me to believe that was like an arc that's maybe now completed. I don't know where they would go other than the last episode was Wakaba fighting her best friend Utena.
Yeah, you were saying that it seems like they're kind of out of bodies.
Yeah, even if they got other bodies, like can't really heighten it past that. Really fighting Utena, right?
Right. I mean, you could.
What would be the heighten?
If they were to somehow get Auntie.
Oh, right. But could that even make sense? Because it's like...
No.
She pulls another sword out of herself and fights Utena with it. Yeah, I don't know. We got some really long comments also, but I like reading the comments, but when they're like paragraphs long, it's not going to be possible. Although we do appreciate the effort here. Xander said on the last episode reaction that this... Xander? Oh, that's true. Wait, is your cat writing comments?
I hope not.
Is it Xander from Buffy, that your cat's named after?
Yeah, obviously.
Well, anyway, our boy Xander, from the real person from Buffy, said this episode has his favorite duel of the whole series, and the
Wakaba episode.
Yeah. And he says it's a subversion of the normal best friend character who's always left out of the action and is phased out. So that's interesting. I guess that sometimes happens in shows.
Interesting that comment would come from a Xander, but...
Oh, yeah. He's not phased out in Buffy. And then they're also saying that the difference in Sanji's personality since he was expelled is interesting.
Okay.
Like, he's still not that nice or whatever, but he's calmer and thinks more clearly, they said. But maybe that'll change now, because we saw at the end of the episode, he's back. They let him back into school, right?
Well, once he died, he saw the snake that he'd seen to the universe, and now he knows that it's all love and whatever.
He's going to go back on the student council, everything.
Almost certainly.
Oh, yeah, our friend Dr. Doom, that comments a lot.
Welcome back.
This is maybe where I got that Black Rose arc thing. So he's talking about that, or they're talking about that, and saying that episode is crucial because it lays out the story of the Black Rose arc. It's about people who aren't special, who aren't the protagonists. That's interesting. So we're trying to remember like who this could be.
Okay.
And none of them really are like any main protagonists, right? They're side characters by nature a little bit. It says, but on an in-universe level, they don't have rings because End of the World didn't choose them. What differentiates them, etc. That's what this arc is about. Okay. Interesting. I wonder, are we going to go back then to maybe if that was an arc and there's a new one coming, are we going to go back to like the student council or more of the quote unquote main characters here to finish things off?
Well, the student council seemed perplexed that non-ring havers were involved in these duels, right?
Yeah, and because the Black Rose was giving to them, not End of World or whatever. Oh, you know what? That reminds me too. Speaking of Black Rose, I don't think we went over this because I don't think I saw this comment when we last recorded. But we had the confusion over the guy, like the main guy in the Black Rose. We're like, oh, we didn't realize he was a professor, right? I thought he was a kid. And then someone else said that he is both. Like, he is still a kid. but they made him a professor basically, or he has a special class or whatever. He can do this. So
kid professor or a smart guy.
I guess it's both, and both things are right. Evidently, I'm not finding my comment right now, but I saw that. Yeah.
Well, thank you. If that was your comment.
Yes, thank you very much. Well, we got to get reacquainted with the show here, since we took the holidays off of recording, and we got to find out what these vermin are all about here. And well, I had the theory that it was like duel episode. So
but then we went duel.
No, we didn't. I mean, it was duel last time, non-duel the time before that. And so that by that theory, it should be duel this time. However, I don't know if it's this arc thing or whatever. I don't know if that's going to throw it off, and now we're not going to get it. I kind of feel like we won't get a duel now, but what's your prediction before we hit play on this bad boy? Duel, yes or no?
I'm tempted to agree. 4 duels in a row seems like a lot for a show that clearly has like budget issues.
But again, it wouldn't be 4 in a row because 2 episodes ago there was none. That's what I'm saying.
Although, on my budget issues theory, wouldn't a duel be the best way to solve that? Yeah. Because they could just paste in
play the song
3
again that you love. Yeah.
Again.
Yeah, so that's not tracking, maybe. Apparently, there's going to be more clip shows, too. I hope this isn't going to be one of them, but...
Yes! Love a clip show.
Someone else said there's more of those coming.
Why would we advance the plot?
Oh, and then last thing, Slapwatch 2022.
New Year, new Slapwatch.
I'll say yes for that. Let's start out the new year with the new...
Slapwatch 2022. You gotta hope that there's a start us off strong.
All right. Well, let's see if we're right about this and what's up with the vermin. Let's do it. All right, we got Nanami. Is it a Nanami episode again? Just might be. Got the bootlickers behind her. Okay.
They just call every episode Duel 20, Duel 17.
Yeah.
Because this is episode 21 and we've not had 21
It
duels.
just means duel means episode in that case, yeah.
Got it.
Entrance ceremony.
This must be a flashback. Yeah,
is it because those are friends we see now, and then before they were her? Okay. Yep, not creepy at all. What are those things? Pockies? Is that what those are? I think that's what those are called, right?
I think so.
That might be a brand of them. But... So the names are Aiko, Keiko, and Yuko.
Alright.
It's kind of like a blonde brunette and a redhead. Not quite blonde there, but...
Well, actually, this is the Macbeth arc of Utena, and these are the Weird Sisters, so...
Okay. Eric, you're not supposed to say that name on the podcast. That's...
Right. Sorry, the Scottish podcast.
Okay, so now we're back on...
Yes.
Current times. We're talking about him.
Yep,
they're so moving.
Are her feelings for her brother moving?
Party? These guys get invitations? Oh. Wow, okay. I feel like Nanami wouldn't have wanted Chi-Chi to be invited, but I guess they're taking liberties here. So are all the friends into Toga too, I'm imagining?
I mean, he's a honey. Like, it makes sense.
And is he actually going to show up to this party is another question.
This is just going to be a Black Rose episode about this girl.
Yeah.
急いでまとめなきゃならない生徒会の代わりにやっといてくださらない？問題ないわね。書類は学校に置いてある。どうかしたの？いえ。じゃあお願いね。
Get the competitors out of the way, evidently.
私はオーガ様を見つめていた。
This is an appropriate crush on Toga.
And if you can't get near him, your only choice is to revolutionize the world.
There's no other choice.
cross-eyed Utena.
Oh no, this is that party.
Okay, so we're still on Flashback. But they were talking about him being withdrawn or whatever, and he wasn't at that point, right?
Sometimes people just say shit. Oh, are we doing class politics in Utena? Love it.
生徒会もあらお兄様のことが探りを入れたりして誰がそんなあらしらばっくれる気ずうずうしいみょみょみょみょ枯れ木も山のにぎわいと思って招待取っているのねあのな
Such nerve to show up to a party you're invited to.
まったくだわついをうろついているなんて考えただけでも耐えられないわ
She thinks everyone is vermin compared to her.
一匹たりとも許さない
Her brother. Let's go, girls.
Well done.
What?
Amazing.
What was that? What just happened?
He farted in his sleeping bag. Sucked the fart air out of his sleeping bag with his mouth.
And then passed out.
And then spat it out back into the air. Presumably to relieve pressure in his skin-tight sleeping bag / spacesuit. Okay.
Creep time is on.
I can't stand this fucking guy. So is that supposed to make us question, like, is there even a connection between Utena and Auntie?
Or is she just doing it because brother said? Yeah, I don't know.
Because she's in love with her older brother. Although, being a golem, it's likely that she has no real emotions of her own.
Yeah, but it doesn't seem like she's in love with him. Alright, this is what's her name. Sad boy walking with no umbrella.
I was about to say, that's how you get girls to offer you their umbrella. By walking without one.
Gotta shoot your shot.
Shoot or shoot, baby girl. It's a numbers game. Go.
Can you reach the umbrella all the way up there? I guess he's not that much taller. Getting Wally pepped over here, Nanami.
Is she gonna do it again?
Yeah, we still got
Nanami's already done this.
Well, Nanami's never dueled for the Black Rose.
Did someone do it to her?
Yeah, Subaka or whatever pulled the sword out of her.
Suabuki.
Suabuki, yeah. Look at those eyes.
私はお兄様にたかる虫は一匹たりとも許さないと。にたちの悪い虫は徹底的ないね、恵子さん。私たちも帰りましょう。あなたたちから七海様に取り出してちょうだい頼りなの。
I don't think so. You're getting ostracized.
何が聞こえた？何も？
I guess this girl's gonna duel, maybe. Who is she gonna pull the sword out of?
Toga?
Oh, maybe. Toga still hasn't gotten it, right? That's right. So you're saying his, the whole student council has vote, but I was putting Nanami in his place. But, yeah.
When we got that flash of the, like, picking the Black Rose, I assumed that
yeah,
Nanami
that means it's a... Oh, you assumed that it was Nanami, but... Guess the arc's not over. The comment didn't say it was, I guess, but I was kind of inferring that incorrectly, maybe. She's a psycho. She ain't gonna understand. Does Utena even know this girl's name? I'm gonna guess no.
She's not dueling Utena, she's dueling Nanami.
Wait, how does that make sense? How could she duel Nanami? That won't help the Black Rose people. Yeah, there's Toga. Well, he still fell more gracefully than everyone else with the sword fall. Pretty smooth.
Okay, so she's not dueling Nanami. She just wants
no. They only duel
the power to
Utena's
revolutionize the world. Okay, okay.
Because they want to kill Andy, so it's gotta be Utena. I think I got a read on that one, maybe.
They weren't trying to obscure that metaphor very well.
Sure.
Or very intensely, very deeply. I don't know what I'm saying.
But specifically, is talking about like the friends who are still them, even though it's hurting them too in the long run, probably.
Oh god, more of this shit.
All right, so the patterns holding right here for the duel, 2 duels that are.
It just.
Umbrellas make sense.
Sick outfit though.
Your who? Huh? And Auntie has an umbrella. Under the hurricane. Yep. Should have clipped those bangs off the front of her forehead while you're getting that flower too. Yeah, shocking. So she's back in the good graces. Okay, getting schooled as usual, Utena. Well, I mean, it's depressing in a sense, the ending there. But wouldn't it sort of make sense, I guess?
It always goes back to the status quo after a duel, right?
Not quite. I would say, I mean, the aforementioned Suabaku, or whatever name I can't say, Tsuwabuki, he kind of like, he was like talking to his friend more after that and not worrying about Nanami, so it seemed like he at least got something positive out of it. Let's think what else. We didn't see what happened with Wakaba, which, speaking of that, yeah, I guess I shouldn't be surprised with how the show goes, but it's kind of annoying we didn't get any follow-up with her and Utena past that. Who else?
Well, I mean, that's what I'm saying. I'm sure that they're just fine.
Yeah. Well, because the person
I don't know. This arc could end whenever it wanted. You know, I could be done with this. Like, I feel like we've learned what we need to learn here.
Yeah, I guess I agree.
It's really cool at first.
Which part was cool at first? The dueling in general?
The introducing the, like, dark underbelly element of this story, like the Black Rose. I'm just, like, literally stabbing someone in the heart with a rose. And the, like, playing on all jealousy elements, the class consciousness in this one. But, like, we're just kind of waiting now, right? We're just kind of like, okay.
The writers just want to get more of what, I mean, the duel is just set up to explore the themes of, like, what these relationships are, basically, I guess. Like, and in this case, it's like the group think of the girls, like, clique or whatever, basically, all following Nanami and then getting ostracized, etc. when you try to think on your own or have your own wants or whatever. Obviously, it's more complicated in this case since the want is the brother of your friend who's the friend is in love with. So, but yeah, I mean, it just seems like that's the case. I mean, like they are just running out character after character here from the sideline to show all this stuff. I mean, I gotta believe it's getting close to the end here, but who really knows?
I mean, we could do this 90 more times.
Well, we could do it at least 17 more times, or however many episodes are left. But yeah, from a practical standpoint, plotline, like they gotta realize the Black Rose, like this is not gonna work at this point, right? They're just hoping Utena has an off day or something. Not gonna happen.
So from their perspective, do they think this is gonna work every time?
Well, I don't know. They're just saying, well, it's worth a shot, but they're not mixing it up anymore now. And I don't know why they can't just kill. Like, there must be some reason Anthe has to be killed by the dueler. Because why couldn't they just, murder her or something?
Right.
Well,
and she's got some kind of plot armor, but
yeah, and Utena's asks then there, and she's asking questions about like Utena's main thing right now in these past few episodes seems to be trying to figure, even when she's talking to Akio, the brother, and stuff. It's she's trying to figure out why other people act this way and how humans interact with each other, and why people do things. But she's not concerned. Also, really, it doesn't seem like about the dueling stuff anymore, or why these people her friend and all this stuff is how it's happening.
In a way, it feels like Utena's as bored of this arc as I am. She's just she's hardly even questioned this character, right?
Yeah.
She didn't learn the things that we learned about them. She was just you are,
Yeah, well, she was questioned because, she's oh, that's Nanami's friend, I thought. That's all I know her as. And then she was, the girl was trash-talking Nanami the whole time. So, how does that even make sense to Utena or to anyone that, I'm angry at Nanami, so I'm doing this and fighting you and trying to kill Anthe? It doesn't... Which Nanami would probably be perfectly fine with, I think.
Yeah, probably. But no one's no one's interested in... You know what I'm saying? They're not interested in asking the questions that would get us an answer. Us, the viewer, an answer.
No, and I think it's because the writers just aren't interested in that, I was kind of getting into.
Right, they're just not going to tell us.
Yeah.
So that's exciting.
Well, we'll see what happens. Don't be too angry at us commenters for not loving this episode, maybe.
I'm just it's a fine episode. I'm just this is literally the 10th time we've done the exact same thing. That's all.
Well, let's see what we're gonna get next time. I know now by the pattern I've discovered, next time should be a non-duel episode. Will it be a new arc? I don't know. We'll see. This one is gonna be called Nemuro Memorial Hall. Is that the place where the Black Rose are their lair?
I want to say yes.
I think so. So maybe this will be the conclusion of that arc. One can only hope we'll get some type of plot progression or answers here.
Right, if not the conclusion of the arc, at least something new.
Well, anyway, let us know your thoughts. Tell us why we're wrong, or give us more background here and to what's going on. And in the meantime, just join us on back next day on Monday for that episode. We'll see what's going on in the hall there, episode 22. Stay subscribed or get subscribed if you're not already to Drewz Viewz here. And
it's Drewz Viewz with a Z.
That's right, yeah. You can look down at the screen you're watching now. Peep that Z.
Duh.
And hit the subscribe button, hit the bell, all that stuff. And until next time, we're up out of here. Peace.
僕は先に行ってるから。はい、ウテナ様。